What's going on, squids? Yes, I'm still alive, I'm not dead, and we just gonna get right into it from this video. So, as of recording this video, Tekken Talk happened like 3 days ago, and we got, which was pretty obvious, the announcement of Anna in Season 2. But everyone's hype about Anna, I am too. She looks really interesting, she looks dope, like her design and whatnot, so it's cool. I've never been an Anna player, never really played Anna or Nina, so it doesn't really matter to me, but she looks fun, and I'll give her a shot, because I've tried every DLC character other than Eddie, because I just refuse to, but all the other DLC characters I actually played and I enjoyed in Season 1. So, we're going to go into what they talked about in this video. Now, other than Anna being announced, they want to talk about Season 2. And before I go into more stuff that they talked about, I want to just give my little 2 cents on why I wasn't hopping on the bandwagon or saying a lot of things because on the internet. Because a lot of people, I don't know if you guys see, but if you're in the Tekken community or you follow Tekken, you will see on Tekken YouTube or on YouTube in general for fighting games, you will see a lot of people talking about how Tekken is in a bad spot. It's a bad game, the player base is going down, it's not fun, and etc, etc. And how everyone was being upset that there wasn't much information being talked about with Season 2. Now, which I get, you just want to know what's going on and let us know something, don't leave us in the dark, which I understand, but I've said in my one video talking about how MK1 is dying that Namco is Namco is a company that does actually listen to their player base and their community. Remember what happened with the whole Heihachi and the Heihachi stage thing? Yeah, they listened to us when we complained. So I could understand why they took so long not to say anything about Season 2, because they want to collect all the feedback and data they could on the game. And it's a good thing they waited to a year, since they waited for the game to be out for a year before they decided to rush things going to Season 2. Because imagine if they were to go into Season 2 immediately when people started complaining, then once they get a taste of, oh, all this stuff is great, this is new, Tekken is back again, it's a breath of fresh air, and then 6 months down the line into Season 2 or whatever, if they rushed it, it would have been like, oh, this game's ass, it didn't really do anything, blah blah blah. Like, they took their time, and it's okay to take your time to fix an issue, and people need to understand that before you just start complaining about things or start saying things. Let the game breathe. Yeah, it may have its issues, but you vocalize that, and they listen. Clearly Namco listened, because here's what they addressed coming into Season 2. So for starters, they start to adjust the movement buff, which is now you can sidestep out of crouch. They made sidestepping and sidewalking a lot easier, so then people can't keep saying that, oh, you can't step in this game, sidesteps don't work, they don't work. Well, it's a lot easier now, so they're actually buffing a lot of defensive options. And not only that, they nerf chip damage across the board on heat, so heat has taken a nerf on offense. So you can't just get chipped out forever and have all that life gone. And not only that, they changed a lot of characters' heat engagement tools and turned them in just to basic standard power crush moves, which means you can still, low crush that, or you can still high crush it with a low and punish it. So they're no longer just going to be heat engagers, they're just power crushes, which is a huge buff for a lot of characters and a huge nerf for a lot of characters. They also hinted at a couple things like Zafina having an install now and whatnot, and some characters having new moves and stuff, which I'm very excited to see when it finally drops come April. So I'm excited for that. So that's one thing they talked about. The other thing that they talked about was rank system, and a lot of people had their grievances with ranked. Hell, I even said it once before that in my talk about Tekken pluggers that they should make the rank system a lot like Tekken 7, and that they kind of did. So what they pretty much did was they're going to do a rank reset. So whatever your high ranked is, like if you're Tekken King this season, your rank for you're going to be demoted, or not demoted, your rank's going to be reset back to Fujin. So you're going to go back 4 leagues, just like they did with Tekken 7 Season 4 when everyone's ranks got set back 4 leagues. It's pretty much the same thing. And they also changed it where it's no longer a prowess-based matchmaking system. It's going to be based off of your highest rank. And I'm not against that, but I have a little bit of an issue with that, because a part of me feels that it won't exactly incentivize people to want to learn. Let me explain. Now, with prowess-based matchmaking, it doesn't matter what rank you are or what rank your character is, you'll be ranked up against or matched up against someone similar to the same prowess as you. So the skill level is relatively the same, so you have someone to learn from, not basically the rank, but the prowess. But if you remove that and make it based off of your highest rank, because I've played like Tekken Emperors and Tekken Gods that are horrible. So if we're going to use rank as a metric for skill, it's not going to help some people get better at the game, because there are people who have high ranks that are just horrible. Now I get it, there's people who have high prowesses also that are horrible. That's also true. But from my knowledge, at least to my opinion on this, any person I've faced that's had the same prowess as me or higher has always been a very good player or way better than me, and it's never been an issue where I've played someone who has a very low prowess or like in the low 170k prowess and I've ever had an issue beating, like, at all. Now I get to each their own with that thing, but I'm just saying I think the prowess-based matchmaking system wasn't really an issue. It was more or less the point distribution, and we're going to get into that point next. So they want to fix the point distribution, which I'm glad they did this because it incentivizes newer players to want to keep playing. So they moved the win streak bonus to lower ranked players only. So if you're like lower ranks, I want to say probably like orange to red rank, you get that 800 to 1,000 point bonus for win streaks, which I think is awesome, and I think lower ranks deserve to have that boost. And they also remove the whole, when you get demoted, you go right back to your promotion matches right next. They got rid of that because, like a lot of people said, it incentivizes you to want to lose on purpose, so then you can get that bonus. So when you get back to your rank after you just got demoted, you get more points going into it than what you originally had. So it's like it incentivizes people to want to lose on purpose so they can get that bonus, and they remove that, and I'm very happy for that. That is a really welcome change that I'm glad that they addressed, because a lot of people complained about that, including myself. Also, across the board, they had pretty much changed how the points would be distributed, so where it's pretty much even across the board, wins or losses, kind of like Tekken 7, and I'm happy about that because the grind is going to be the same, and it incentivizes you to really want to learn the game to get these points rather than gambling. And what I mean by gambling is because some people are like, I got 2 win streak, I need to get one more so I can get that 1,000 points, and they don't know if they want to gamble it away or not. Or there's some people that will have that and then they'll plug before the match starts so then they can find someone else that they play or they can beat and get that point bonus and things of that nature. So they would do things like that. So I'm glad that they changed the point distribution across the board, the win streak bonus and the loss streak bonus. And they also added that if you play someone of a higher rank than you and you beat them, you get more points than you would if it was someone that was a lower rank than you. So incentivize you to want to beat higher ranks. So I mean, that is a part of like, I want to play a higher rank, so I want to get them those points. I want to get them points, baby. I feel that. I understand that. So I'm not against that either, really. They also added where you can put it to same rank restrictions in Tekken and rank. So like if you're in blue rank and you want to say I only want to play people in my rank, you can set that. Same with player match, you can have rank restrictions for quick match. You can set rank restrictions because some people want to go on the quick match so they can learn their character in a safe, low stakes environment. But you get matched up with like a Tekken God or a Tekken Omega who's just trying to dick around, and you're like, I'm just trying to learn. Some people go through that and they don't want to have to suffer that. So they put rank restrictions, which I think is a good quality of life change because it's not hurting nobody with not doing that, but it's helping a lot of players when you actually implement that. So that's a really good welcome change as well. And lastly, they added a bunch of new ranks at the higher ranks. So I think there's Tekken God of Infinite, or Tekken God Ouroboros as they call it. And it's just a bunch of new badges you get when you reach like top max rank or whatever, it's cool, but that's not too crazy. What I honestly wish they would have did was add another rank to every rank except blue. Like if they added a fourth rank to every league, just like they did in Tekken 7. So like green ranks have 4, blue ranks have 4, light blue ranks have 4, yellow have 4, orange has 4, red has 4, and then purple has 4. The only league that has 4 or 4 ranks is blue rank and then gold ranks. Those are the only ones that have it. So they essentially made ranked much more fair, in a sense. I say that in quotations, more fair, and they also made it roughly kind of easier. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm telling the truth, really, they've made ranked a lot easier. But other than that, this is just a small taste of what they told us and showed us for season 2. Who knows what else they're going to add, and it's a bunch of welcome changes. And I already knew Namco was going to come through for us because they always usually do. And not only that, but people say that, oh, Tekken 8's dead, it's dying. Well, it has sold over 3 million copies in its first year, faster than Tekken 7, and it's projected to sell more going forward, and the game's only been out for a year. So people need to learn to save their judgment. I mean, you can make a complaint because that's what helps makes the game better. I'm not saying you can't complain about things, but understand, don't immediately go fly off the handle and say this game is this game is that, when the game has so much more life left to live. And you can't really call a game dead or dying when the game has shown nothing but promise and has made few mistakes akin to some other IPs out today. So that's not me being a shill for Namco, because Namco has made their fair share of mistakes. I mean, look at Tekken Tag 2. The whole game was a flop, and I love it, but that game failed miserably. They made mistakes, but they've always learned from their mistakes, and that's what a lot of game devs and game companies should take a note from and learn from your mistakes instead of repeating them. But that's all I gotta say for you guys today. This has been another Word with Chameleon. Miss you guys. I'm still back with the videos. Just trust me, I'm just waiting to get my PC. Shit's been on the, on the slow end, and I've been busy and I've been exhausted, but I'm still alive, baby. And I'm still going to crack out videos when I can for y'all. So I'll catch you on the next one. Love y'all. Peace.